Hey everyone, it's Ben Hardy here, and in today's video we're going to be going over the all-new Dodge Challenger Jailbreak. With that being said, let's get right into it. Let's go over the Challenger Jailbreak. The big thing about this package is it just has a little bit more horsepower than a Red-Eye. 10 horsepower more to be exact, so 807 horsepower, but it still has the same 707 pound-feet of torque. Still goes through an 8-speed automatic transmission. Again, supercharged 6.2 liter V8, and I'll show you guys the sheet on it as well. It's still got the dual snorkel hood, and so there's nothing on the outside that really signifies this as a jailbreak. It still has all the normal Hellcat stuff. You've got the Hellcat logo there in the headlight with the LED accent lights that come with the Challenger. You got the SRT Hellcat logo, and then you guys can see the venting there at the bottom, and then the aggressive front splitter as well. And again, it just looks like every other Challenger Hellcat, so there's nothing to really differentiate it aesthetically. And then this is built off a wide body, so you guys can see you've got the wider fenders, sorry, not fenders, rather fender flares, and then you notice we've got the painted brake caliper, and you guys can also see the wheels kind of look a little bit more retro. Again, got another Hellcat logo there on the side, and then similar to the striping you have on the TA, it has the retro striping on the side, and I guess that's kind of part of the package is to make it look a little bit more retro. And so you can freeze the frame if you guys want to read everything here from an option perspective that the Jailbreak includes, but it's basically just a wide body Hellcat Red-Eye standard, and then with 10 more horsepower. It's the best way to look at the package. And then you can see the starting price right there, $82,125 before any type of options are added. And notice this one in F8 green looks pretty cool in terms of just how it contrasts with the black. And then again, you can see the wheels there on the back. It's the coloration, in my opinion, that makes them look a little bit more retro. And then here is your full side view on the car. So you guys can see just how muscular that looks with the wide body package and all that. And then going from that, you guys can see popping over here to the rear. This is interesting. It doesn't have the new spoiler. It's got the old spoiler that was on the original Hellcat. I thought that was interesting. Camera in the center, Hellcat logo. You guys remember the new spoiler kind of tucks over the lights, whereas this one just goes straight up. And then you get your Dodge logo there in the center. And then you guys can see the exhaust tip coverings and the exhaust tips. Nothing's really changed there, so that all looks the same pretty much. And then again, parking sensors there at the very bottom. And yeah, so I guess if you mix the original Hellcat with the new wide body, I guess that's kind of what this looks like aesthetically. And then you can see the tires, just like the regular Hellcat Red-Eye wide body, it's got 305 millimeter tires front and rear in terms of the size. And I think I show it right here, yeah. So you guys can see 305s and then 20-inch wheels, which I think look great from an aesthetic perspective. And then opening up the car, you guys can see here with the interior, you've got the nice stitching that goes across there at the top of the padding, just like you get on any other loaded up Challenger. And then you guys can see the trim down below, and then you've got more leather trim down below that. And we've got all of our window controls right here. And you guys can see here with the mirrors, I do have blind spot monitoring, memory seats as well, and then speaker for the sound system. And the sound system in the new Challenger is actually pretty good. Now you can see the seats here can kind of have that retro aesthetic because of the coloration on them. So they're full leather seats, perforated leather in the center. They look really good. But again, because of the white, and it's kind of like a grayish white, if that makes sense. The white and black contrast definitely kind of gives it a more retro appearance from an interior perspective. Got partial power adjustments, still not fully power adjustable. And then you can see the pedals, really nice finish on those. Definitely kind of brings that up a little bit. Got the light control off to the side. And then you can see the steering wheel is power adjustable, which is definitely a nice thing to have. And let's actually pop here into the interior. And the first thing you guys probably will notice here is with getting in was difficult. I remember whoever parked this car was really short. Steering wheel has Alcantara around it, and then you got the paddle shifters. So Alcantara, just like the Dodge Demon, right? So that's pretty cool. And then you got your voice command, phone controls, cruise control, all that normal stuff with the radio controls there on the back. And then you can see the turn signal stock right there. And then you got the gauge cluster, which, again, pretty cool with the aesthetic. And then notice the speedometer goes up to 220 miles an hour. No, the car can't go that fast, but the speedometer says so, which is pretty cool. Now you can see heated, ventilated seats, all that stuff that's going to come with a fully loaded Challenger. And then as for the climate controls, dual zone climate comes with the car. And you can see response time on the screen is great. Just same screen they've used for a couple of years now. And then this does have the performance pages, which since the car's not on, you guys will notice that that's not really going to show anything. And then notice the red stop start button there. And then you can see again the stitching just down below. But you can see here with the performance pages, there's not really anything to see because this car really hasn't been driven all that much. You can see like the top speed of the car. And you can see all the other performance metrics on it. And you can see real horsepower and real torque, but when the car's not on, there's nothing to really show with that. But still cool that you can look at it. And then you got the analog controls here for the radio down below with the launch control. Again, it does have line lock as well. And notice that when you press the SRT button, it doesn't do anything because the car's not on. Shifter for that 8-speed automatic transmission. And then you can see the cup holders behind that. And then you got the center console here with the USBs and then the 12-volt. You can see the stitching there on that. And got the glove box right here. Definitely a nice look. And then you guys can see the traditional mirror. And then you can see the headliner is really nice, actually. So they do put a premium headliner in it. That's another part of the package, which I thought was pretty cool. So just try to show that to you guys so you could see that. So definitely, again, brings up the interior a little bit. Makes it feel like you're buying a more premium car, having that type of headliner in it. And yeah, that's going to sum things up for the Jailbreak. Basically another Dodge Demon, not Dodge Demon, right? It seems like Dodge keeps releasing more Hellcats that are, you know, almost the Demon, but not quite. And this is just another one of those, basically.
It's as simple as that.